Have you ever felt lost, trying to understand what the universe wants from you? As if you're searching for something bigger, but you don't exactly know what? I have a message for you. You're not here by chance. Believe me, the universe makes no mistakes. You are exactly where you need to be, and now is the time to awaken to your true potential. If you're tired of feeling that your dreams are out of reach, know that it's time to change that. The impossible is not as far away as it seems. All you need to do is align your mind, energy, and actions with the flow of life. Get ready to discover the key that can unlock a new reality. What you will learn here may be the turning point you've been seeking. The impossible is within your reach, and this is where it all begins. You are watching this video for a reason far beyond coincidence. Your soul, perhaps, has attracted this moment because you are ready to awaken. The universe, with its vast wisdom, works in mysterious ways, but never without purpose. Perhaps you've already felt that sensation that something bigger is waiting for you, something deeper than the simple everyday matters. This connection is not accidental, but a sign that you are being guided to a path of self-discovery and expansion. Spiritual awakening, my friend, doesn't happen by chance. It is a response from the universe to your search, to your inner desire to align your energy with your deepest truth. Now prepare to explore a much older secret, an ancient knowledge that, if you open yourself to it, will forever change your worldview. Thoth, the scribe of the gods, was the one who held the secret of manifestation, the one who could transform thoughts into reality through words. If you're here, it's because your moment of remembering who you truly are has arrived. And remembrance does not come in a simple or effortless way, but through internal transformation. Each step in your awakening is like a key turning. Each key opens a door in your consciousness. And what you find when you open that door is something extraordinary, the true essence of your being. As you move forward on this path, you'll know that what seemed like a simple video is now a bridge to something much bigger. And the most amazing part is that what you'll find on this path will exceed any expectation. It will be the manifestation of your purpose. So here we are, at the point of asking ourselves, why am I seeing this now? The answer is simple but profound. Your spiritual awakening is not by chance. It is the manifestation of your soul that, perhaps unconsciously, is asking to reconnect with your higher self. The universe, with its infinite wisdom, knows exactly when you're ready to take the next step. And this, my friend, doesn't happen by chance. You didn't come here by coincidence. Your moment has arrived, and the best is yet to come. And when we start to think about the invisible, we realize that the next step is right in front of us. Thoth, the great scribe of the gods, plays a key role in the connection between the invisible and the visible. In the Egyptian tradition, nothing happens by chance, and Thoth is seen as the master of hidden knowledge, the one who has the power to transform thought into reality. He didn't just write, but he also had the power to create what didn't exist before. His wisdom went beyond simple writing. He was, in fact, a mediator between worlds. What you imagine to be the impossible is just a matter of frequencies not aligned. And indeed, with the right alignment, everything becomes possible. Thoth didn't just manipulate words, but also the essence of creation, transforming invisible vibrations into concrete manifestations. In many traditions, what we call reality is just a projection of our inner state. However, when we manage to tune into the principles of Thoth, we realize that the world around us is much more than the human eye can capture. It is a reflection of what exists within us, of our emotions, thoughts, and beliefs. Thoth understood this dynamic perfectly. For him, the word was not just sound, but a cosmic force that shaped destiny. When you learn to use your words with intention, you begin to realize that you are creating your own reality, just as the scribe of the gods did when transforming ideas into sacred texts. The power of Thoth lies not only in what he did, but in what he represented. The ability to materialize the invisible, to give form to what was still in the shadows. He teaches us that to create something new in our lives, we must first access that invisible space within us, where our true self resides. Quantum physics teaches us that reality is shaped by our intentions and perceptions. Thoth, in a way, already knew this. By connecting his mind with the cosmos and using words as a manifestation tool, he shows us that the path of creation is a conscious and deliberate process. And that is where the true power of transformation begins. The concept of time, as Thoth understood it, is quite different from how we see it in our daily lives. Time is, in fact, a sacred river, flowing according to a divine frequency and not simply a straight line we measure with clocks. Every moment of our life is an opportunity to connect with this cosmic frequency, which guides us through our spiritual awakening. Creation follows a universal order, a cosmic rhythm that is present in all aspects of nature. What seems like chaos to us is often nothing more than a lack of alignment with this universal flow. Thoth, as the guardian of sacred time, knew that true wisdom comes from knowing how to synchronize with this divine rhythm. In quantum physics, we learn that everything in the universe is in constant vibration and that our reality is shaped by the frequencies we emit. Sacred time, thus, is not an illusion, but a tool that allows us to understand the cycles of the universe and our own lives. When we manage to align with this rhythm, we can achieve higher states of consciousness, where our manifestations become more powerful. Instead of trying to control time and force things to happen on our terms, we must learn to trust the universal wisdom and allow the flow of life to reveal itself in its own time. This can be challenging, especially when we are impatient. But remember, the universe knows exactly when it's the right time for you to receive what you desire. This alignment with sacred time requires full attention and deep trust in the process. Often, we want things to happen quickly, but Thoth teaches us that, in the universe, everything has its due moment. It's not about waiting passively, but preparing our mind and heart for what is to come. When you begin to live in harmony with cosmic time, you realize that it's not time that's working against you, but your lack of perception of this divine frequency. And by realizing this rhythm, you start to feel that everything falls into place and true transformation begins to happen. The next step, then, is to perceive the power of the word, an essential tool in this process. The word is much more than a sequence of sounds or letters arranged together. It is a vibrational force that carries with it an intention, a frequency that reverberates through the universe. When Thoth spoke, he was not just uttering common words, he was shaping realities, giving form to the invisible. This is what the Egyptian tradition understood as true magic, the ability to transform thought into manifestation through speech. When you speak, you're not merely communicating something, you're emitting energy that aligns with the vibration of the cosmos. What you say creates your reality, and the word, as a living force, has the power to alter the course of events. Imagine the impact of a word of support in a moment of doubt. That simple phrase, "You can do it," can be the key that unlocks the potential that was hidden. Just as words of judgment or criticism can seal someone's fate, the words you use in your daily life have a profound effect on your life. The power of conscious speech is what separates those who live reactively from those who shape reality with intention. For those seeking personal and spiritual growth, learning to use the word wisely is one of the most powerful keys to manifesting dreams and goals. When you speak, you are sending out a vibration that resonates in the universe, and that vibration returns to you, creating your reality. Now, it's important to understand that the word not only creates when we speak, but also when we think. The difference between speaking and thinking with intention lies in a deeper level of consciousness. If you want something to manifest, It's not enough to just talk about it. You need to integrate that word into your being, with full alignment of mind, heart, and action. This is what makes manifestation happen authentically and effectively. Thoth knew this. The word, for him, was the primary tool of transformation, and the energy that emanates from it is the same energy that moves the cosmos. When you dedicate yourself to speaking with truth, clarity, and purpose, you begin to live in harmony with the spiritual laws that govern creation, and thus manifestation begins to flow naturally. Before a great manifestation, there is always silence. In ancient traditions, disciples would undergo periods of silence as part of their initiation. This silence is not just the absence of sound, but a deep state of mindfulness where the mind is in harmony with the universe and with its own soul. Thoth, with his immense wisdom, knew that words should not be rushed or spoken without awareness. Silence, therefore, was seen as the preparation of the soul for creation. To manifest what you desire in the physical world, you must first enter a state of inner silence, where you can hear your own voice, the voice of your intuition and of your soul. Silence before manifestation is essential because it is in it that the alignment between your inner self and the universe occurs. By remaining silent, you create space for clarity, allowing your thoughts to calm down and your intentions to become clearer. This inner space is crucial for you to begin to perceive what you truly want and what is necessary to achieve it. Thus, instead of rushing to talk about everything you want and chasing after external answers, the secret lies in cultivating this moment of silence and listening to the answers that arise within you. Remember that true manifestation begins within, and the external world only reflects what is happening in your mind and heart. Therefore, silence is a powerful practice for those who wish to live consciously and deliberately. It's not about simply stopping talking, but connecting with your essence and aligning with the universal flow. When you begin to meditate and practice mindfulness, you'll notice that silence is a fertile field where the seeds of what you desire can be planted. And, contrary to what many think, it's not in shouting or rushing that things happen, but in the calm and certainty that arise in silence. This is the first step for the word and action to come with the necessary strength to transform your reality. When consciousness aligns, manifestation happens, and silence then becomes the foundation for creation. Abracadabra. This word, often associated with magic tricks or witchcraft, has a much deeper and more powerful meaning than most imagine. Originating from Aramaic, abracadabra comes from avracadabra, which translates to "I create as I speak." Over time, this expression has been devalued, but in reality, it is a vibrational spiritual key that aligns intention, vibration, and creation. When you say abracadabra, you're not just saying something random. You're actually activating a manifestation process, connecting your speech to the creation of a new reality. It's not mere superstition or enchantment, but an ancient technique of alignment with universal laws. In many spiritual teachings, the word is the key that opens the doors of creation. But abracadabra goes beyond a simple word. It is a reminder that by speaking with clear intention and focus, you can shape the reality around you. Using this word in your daily practice can help strengthen your ability to manifest. By saying abracadabra, you affirm your connection with divine power, the ability to create what you desire. But remember, the word only has power when it comes from a place of true intention and awareness. The vibration you emit when speaking must be consistent with what you want to create, aligning your mind, heart, and spirit. Now, when using this sacred key, it's important to maintain a state of trust. It's not just a magical phrase, it's an act of faith in the manifestation process. The true power of abracadabra comes from your willingness to believe in what you're creating and trust that the universe will respond. When you understand the power of this word, you realize that creation is always within your reach. The magic is not in an isolated word, but in the intention behind it. And this understanding tunes you to the frequency of the universe, causing the things you desire to begin to materialize naturally and harmoniously. Now, imagine what would happen if you started using this key in your daily life. The Book of Thoth is not just a physical object, but a profound symbol of spiritual wisdom and the hidden power that resides within us. According to the myth of Setna and Neferkapta, the book revealed extraordinary powers, but at the same time, it punished those who accessed it without proper preparation. This story teaches us an important lesson. True wisdom is not something that can be acquired superficially. True initiation does not come with the possession of information, but with the preparation of the soul to receive and understand these deep truths. The Book of Thoth is, therefore, a mirror. It reflects the state of our soul. It is not a magical artifact that grants us power. It is a reflection of who we are at a given moment in our spiritual journey. In the context of self-improvement, this principle is essential. When we seek knowledge, whether spiritual or material, the universe always offers us what we are ready to receive. And like the Book of Thoth, wisdom is not given freely. To access the power of transformation, one must be in a state of readiness, both internally and externally. This requires discipline, patience, and an open mind. Throughout your spiritual journey, you will realize that true power does not come from possessing easy answers or obtaining information quickly. True power comes from an inner preparation that transforms the being. Thoth, with all his wisdom, knew that knowledge without the preparation of the heart could be dangerous, for it could be misinterpreted and used destructively. True initiation, therefore, lies in aligning oneself with the laws of the universe and preparing the mind, heart, and soul for what is to come. The Book of Thoth is not something you can simply pick up and read. It requires the reader to undergo a process of self-transformation. The same applies to your life journey. You do not receive what you want, but what you are ready to receive. Spiritual and personal growth only happens when you dedicate yourself to inner evolution, when you learn to be more conscious of your actions, words, and thoughts. The book is merely a reflection of what is already within you, and true initiation begins with the willingness to look at this reflection with honesty. When you are ready, universal truths will begin to reveal themselves to you. True manifestation does not happen from a desire, but from a coherence between what you think, feel, and do. Many people believe that simply wanting something intensely will make it materialize, but the reality is quite different. The universe responds not to what you desire, but to what you vibrate. If your thought is in tune with your heart and actions, then manifestation is a natural consequence. When there is incoherence between these parts, for example, when you desire something but do not believe you deserve it, or fail to take the necessary actions to achieve it, the universe will not respond in the way you expect. It is internal coherence that allows manifestation because it creates a frequency that resonates with the reality you wish to create. Imagine you are trying to manifest a new job. If, on one hand, you say you want a new opportunity, but on the other hand, you doubt your ability or act with a lack of confidence, the universe will perceive this incoherence and will not attract the reality you desire. Instead, manifestation begins when your mind, body, and spirit are aligned with the vision of your future. Desire becomes secondary to conscious action, self-belief, and alignment with your goals. This internal harmony is what allows the law of attraction to work effectively. Instead of focusing solely on what you want, focus on who you need to be to attract what you desire. This is true manifestation. By working on internal coherence, you begin to see the power of creation in your life in a new way. It is no longer about struggling to achieve what you want, but aligning with who you already are, in essence. As Thoth teaches us, true wisdom and manifestation come from an inner harmony, where thought, emotion, and action meet at a point of balance. When you are in tune with your true essence, when you act with certainty that you are on the right path, everything begins to align around you. Manifestation is not an act of desire, but of being, and this is the key to creating a fulfilling and successful life. Now that you have discovered what was hidden, the true question is, are you ready to act? The universe will not hand everything to you on a silver platter, but it is offering you a unique opportunity, the chance to manifest the impossible. And it all begins with a simple choice. Align your mind, emotions, and actions. What will you do with this knowledge now? Are you ready to transform your life, or will you remain on the same frequency as always? Change is within your reach, but it depends on you taking the first step. If you're ready to take that leap and begin manifesting your dreams, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. The journey is just beginning, and you won't want to miss the next chapter.